We are certain Atreus could not still be in Midgard.
I was just there and found no trace. If Odin invited him, he must have provided a way.
No, that is not the only explanation. Tell me where we find these Norns.
I discovered some of their threads near the frozen lake. I stashed one for spellcrafting, but we may also use it to find them. Just remember, they really don't want to be found.
Well, at least things will be difficult for a change.
We should take your sled and head to the lake.
Midgard. How I've missed the freezing gusts and constant raider attacks.
Well, that's because they believe Kratos is responsible for Fimbulwinter, and that killing him will end it.
Where would they get an idea like that?
From me, of course.
Of course.
Quiet! She is a friend. Now.
Better they get this from you. Once the wolves have the scent of the Norns, we'll just need to follow their lead.
I will open the gate. Stop whining.
Their fur is matted. When did you last brush them?
They are wolves.
And matted fur leads to disease. Take care of them and they'll take care of you.
Brother, what exactly do you intend to ask the Norns?
How I may find my son. Nothing more.
You don't imagine it's a chance to clear up all this mess about prophecy? Perhaps get a second opinion on your alleged demise.
You didn't tell me you had a death prophecy?
When Atreus and I reached Jotunheim, we found a hidden mural. The giants, they herself, had foreseen our entire journey long ago. Who we would meet, who we would fight. All of it, as it happened.
But you aren't dead.
That image was from a time yet to come.
I see. You've never struck me as someone who fears death. That's not the problem, is it?
No. Death can have me when it earns me.
Then maybe it's not the future that bothers you. Faye sent you on your journey, and she made sure you'd see that image at the end of it. And you're still not sure why.
I wish to speak of this no further. Now that we are on the lake, how will we find the Norns?
Watch the wolves closely. See how their heads point the way?
Well, the Lake of Nine has certainly seen better days. Raiders have made themselves quite at home. Not sure I've been back to these parts since our great battle with Sigrun.
Hold! What is that?
That's part of Tyr's statue.
Defend the peace.
I remember the Jotnar crafting these bracers for Tyr's statue. They chose only their most talented and accomplished to do the job.
You have a good memory, Freya. Like Tyr, the Jotnar also believe the best offensive strategy is a good defense. So, this is how they chose to honor it.
The giants were not wrong.
Never seen craftsmanship like this before. Can't imagine how old it is. Now, where have we seen an artifact like that before?
Tyr's vault.
You know, Sigrun speaks highly of your great battle as well.
You know of that.
She told me all about it when she found me. She believed you could be an ally. Long before I believed it.
The Valkyrie Queen. An ally.
I'm the Valkyrie Queen. As Sigrun was stubbornly determined to remind me. We don't have the equipment for this.
A should have guessed it was Sigrun helping you recover yourself. She's so loyal. Why? Clever. Oh.
Doesn't take a love goddess to see where you're coming from.
I scouted ahead. The lake's crawling with raiders. Be careful.
Thanks for collecting that.
This thread of fate we are tracing.
It's not somebody's life, if that's what you mean. The Norns use it to mark their way when they're outside of the well.
The Nords live in a well.
No. The Well of Earth, their home, is hard to explain. It's in no fixed place. Entrances come and go. A place wholly under their influence, where the intangible becomes tangible.
Enough. We will continue later.
When you enter the Norn's domain, it can be disorienting.
Hold. We will finish later.
When you enter the Norn's domain, it can be disorienting. Like being inside your own mind.
Let this wait. Stay alert.
Well, let's get back on track. See if the wolves can find the Norns. So the Norn's domain is like being inside your mind. Not so sure I like the sound of that.
Mimir, have you encountered these Norns?
Not personally. Freya's right. They have ways of discouraging visitation. Odin made his share of efforts. Wouldn't talk about what he found. Either he gave up, or he wanted to forget what he saw. Freya, you mind telling us what you experienced when you sought the Norns last time?
Hold. The wolves are distracted. Incoming fire!
You're on fire, Kratos! They will pass!
Right side!
Incoming fire!
Enemies to your left!
Suspect that's all of them.
These were coal raiders. Infamous for
Eating wolves. Atreus and I rescued ours from such encampments.
kind of you. The coal raiders have been a blight on this land. The way they've abused its creatures. Perhaps we should do something about them.
Perhaps.
Up to you, brother. If the Norns know the future, no doubt they'll expect us to show up a bit late.
You were asking about my last visit to the Norns. Mainly, I remember that nothing could be done to change my son's fate, which only made me more determined to try.
Brother, what of your story? You faced the fates of your homeland, yeah? The legends I heard about the ghost of Sparta were surely exaggerated.
Wait. The wolves are distracted. That is all of them. They still whine.
Poor things. They can smell more danger.
The wolves fear that which can no longer hurt them.
The horrors of our past can be inextricable from the present. You have to understand that.
Looks to be a sculpture from the southern lands.
So, you believe the tales of my deeds are exaggerated?
Oh, not in the brazen bloodshed righteous fury part. The part where it said you travelled back in time itself to win a battle once lost.
Wait! Do you see?
Isn't that the spear from Tyr's statue?
Wish for peace. Be ready for war.
Well, that's astute of the elves. Tyr never sought war, but he knew he had to be ready for it.
Aye, best be armed than not. Impressive looking weapon, isn't it?
It is big.
As I was saying, tales of time travel always strain credulity. I mean, a rumour about Thor knocking the world serpent back in history from Ragnarok is one thing.
Hold. I hear something large.
As I was saying, tales of time travel always strain credulity.
It is the truth. The threads of fate span all life and time. The Sisters of Fate abused their power. When I challenged them, they threatened to undo my existence.
Hang on, brother. That building.
How strange. I've never seen that building before.
Aye, very strange indeed. Let's take a closer look.
Wait. The shield that's blocking the entrance. It looks exactly like the one from Tyr's statue.
It's another piece of Tyr's likeness sent flying across the lake. Ended up lodged right into this building, apparently. All this must have been hidden behind the ice until that shield smashed through it.
Doesn't look like you can brute force it. Seems wedged into the rocks.
Good, that's the way.
Could be useful. Well done. Now we just need to open the gate. Perhaps sigil arrows may help us finish the case. Well done.
It was not intentional.
Oh, sure. My arrows can't go through walls, I'm afraid. Could you open the gate from there? Together again. You won't believe it, Mimir. This crest belongs to Fjotorlund.
Fjotorlund, you say? Now that's where Sigrun was from.
The vault is locked.
Then we should find the keys.
That's the spirit, brother. You were saying the Sisters of Fate abused their power.
They did. So I killed them and turned their power on Zeus.
Brother, what is it?
The wolves are distracted.
Enemy behind you, Kratos!
Fire from above!
Now maybe the wolves will cease their whining.
Kratos, did you really kill your homeland?
Accursed wolves.
I grow tired of your lack of empathy for your own wolves.
It's Deimos, isn't it, brother?
I should not have told you of Deimos.
You see yourself in these wolves, in their fear.
Let us keep moving.
Kratos, did you really kill your homeland's fates and use their powers to go back in time?
I did.
That's the most dangerous and irresponsible thing I've ever heard. These Norns have no such magic, nor does anyone in these realms that I've ever seen.
Aye, can you imagine? If it existed, Odin would have it. And if Odin had it, we'd be 5 shades more fucked than we are already.
I would not ask them to change the past, even if they could. I only want information.
And that's quite dangerous enough, in my experience.
Kratos, a raider encampment.
Shall we take care of them, brother? Raider, left flank!
Incoming fire!
Enemies on the left!
Behind you! Coming!
Kratos! Their chieftain! Enemy behind you, Kratos!